the world's first AI powered CPUs from AMD. Today's video is going to be very exciting and also quite knowledgeable, guys, because we will be building the very first AI powered Ryzen gaming PC 2024 edition. Ever since AMD has unveiled like their all new 8000 series CPUs, right? I have been getting so many comments in my recent PC videos asking, Vimal bro, when is your video coming on with these brand new CPUs? And boys, that is what we'll be doing today in this video. So today in the house we have AMD's all new Ryzen 5 8600G, which is an APU, guys. And finally, after quite long time, we're actually doing like an APU related build. The last one we did was using their 5000 series APUs, right? And finally 5000 gone, 7000 gone, now 8000 series APUs have arrived. And I'm telling you, right, 8000 series APUs are offering like major improvements coming from the previous gen lineup. We'll be talking about all of that in this video. So the target PC build budget today is around like 50,000 rupees, and this is going to be like a future upgradable build. So we'll be talking about all the benefits and all the performance benchmarks. Everything will be included in this video, so make sure to watch it till the end. First of all, let me tell you about the exact variant we'll be checking out today. So AMD has announced Ryzen 3 variant, Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7 also is there. Today, as I've told you, we have the Ryzen 5 8600G, which is basically like a 6-core 12-thread CPU with a max boost of up to 5 GHz. First of all, they finally switched the architecture from the previous one to the all-new Zen 4 architecture. Now these chips are based on like TSMC 4 nanometer process and also support brand new AM5 platform. So you're also getting like DDR5 support. This is like brand new 2024 hardware, guys. So the PC we'll be building today, right, is gonna be like future proof also for you. Apart from that, one more major news I have to tell you people is, so on the previous gen CPUs you only had like an integrated GPU, right? Now on the 8000 series CPUs, along with the CPU and GPU, you're also getting an integrated NPU as well, which they are calling it as Ryzen AI, and is made to handle all your AI related workloads. So especially if you're like a student, or maybe you go to college, or maybe you're like a coder and programmer who is learning a lot of AI related workloads or applications, right? This sort of video and this configuration can be like very helpful for you in the future. Not only that, AMD is also saying that these brand new APUs offer up to like 2 times improved gaming performance compared to the previous gen APUs. And the major reason for that is they've also improved the built-in graphics as well. They have switched from the Vega series to the Radeon 760M on this particular variant of the Ryzen 5, guys. And that too, this is based on RDNA 3 graphics. Now AMD is saying that we can easily handle 1080p level gaming without any dedicated gaming GPU also, guys. So that is what we'll be testing out in this video, guys. I'm like very curious what sort of improvements we can expect over here, and that is the whole reason only we are doing this 50k gaming PC without any dedicated GPU. Now do keep in mind that, as I've told you, it is a future upgradable PC build, so you can actually save up a bit of money, and maybe in like 1 year, right, you can buy like a much more powerful graphic card, add it to this existing configuration, and greatly improve your gaming results. So that is the whole concept of today's PC configuration and PC build. We'll anyhow come there and talk about each and every component that I'll be using for today's PC build. But before that, first of all, I'll have to tell you, there are so many people these days who are actually finding it difficult to build a gaming PC on their own, because see, building a PC might not be that easy for you as it is for me. You might be like a beginner or amateur, you might not know how to install your brand new components, and you might be scared you might mess up something like that, right? You don't need to worry about that, guys. This is where Bitkart comes into play. You might have already heard about Bitkart, right? Bitkart is like a very popular computer and PC store. They're based out of Delhi, and they do like pre-built and custom rigged orders also, guys. They have like an online website and platform. You can simply go there, select all your components or configuration that you are looking forward to, and they will only build, assemble, and directly ship it to your place. Not just custom orders, Bitkart also has like pre-built setups also, and they have lots of recommendations on their website. Say suppose you're looking for a 1080p gaming PC, or maybe you're looking for a gaming PC made for 4K gaming. They have plenty of suggestions, either Intel based, AMD based, whatever you're looking forward to, and you can directly find these pre-built PCs on their website. And quality and service is also good. Again, as I've told you, Bitkart is not something new for me. I have known them for more than 5 years, and I've ordered plenty of PCs and parts from them, and they have like a really good service. I can definitely vouch for them. Okay, now let's finally come to the components part, and let me tell you the complete list that I have selected for our today's 2024 edition 50k APU Ryzen AI powered gaming PC build. First thing, if you ask about the CPU, this too I've already told you, we are going for AMD's all new Ryzen 5 8600G. Now if you talk about the motherboard part, see, as I've told you, since we are trying to keep this at a tight 50k budget, I'll be trying to use like very affordable motherboards and other components also. So this is from Gigabyte. It's their B650M DS3H motherboard, guys. Value for for money motherboard that supports DDR5 RAM, AM5 platform, and also offers like Wi-Fi also in certain variants, so that I'll leave up to you. And also, as I've told you, very affordable, hardly costs around like 11,000 rupees or something like that. We'll talk about the pricing details at the end of this video. Now moving on and talking about the cooler part. So the CPU already comes with like a stock cooler built in, but I don't want to compromise on the cooling solution because we'll be relying on the inbuilt graphics, right? So for this, I would advise you to spend like 2,500 rupees and get like a good decent air cooler from Cooler Master. The one I'll be using today is Hyper 212 Spectrum V3 that also comes with like a 120mm ARGB fan included, guys, and will keep your CPU running cool at even decent workloads as well. Now moving on and talking about the RAM, as I've told you, the PC we are building today is like future proof, guys. It is based on like the newest hardware, AM5 platform, and also supports like DDR5 RAM, and that is what we'll be using today. Since we are a bit tight on a budget, I'll be going for only a single 16GB RAM kit. In future, you can easily buy one more RAM stick and make it like dual channel configuration depending on your budget. So I'll be going for like a 16GB DDR5 RAM clocked at 5200 MHz from Corsair. Model is called as Vengeance. For SSD, this also totally depends on your budget. If you're a bit tight on a budget, go for like a 512GB NVMe M.2 SSD. I'm using something from Western Digital that hardly costs around like 3,000 rupees or something. And talking about the power supply, right, for this sort of configuration right now, a 550 watt power supply would be more than enough, and that is what I'm going from Cooler Master. It is an 80 plus bronze rated power supply and will get your job done. And coming to the case, here you have multiple choices, guys, so totally depends on your budget. If you're like very tight on a budget, don't spend anything on extra unnecessary lighting. Go for a very affordable case that costs around like 2,500. But if you have a little bit of budget now, say maybe extra 1,500 or something like that, invest in the case and get a decent case which has like RGB fans included, guys. The one I'll be using for today's video is from Cooler Master only. This is their CMP 520, which actually has like 3 RGB fans included and gives you a very good looking look to the overall pre-built PC, guys. That is the reason I chose it. So that was the complete list of components I have chosen. Now without wasting any more time, let's quickly get started with the unboxing. So our custom configured 50,000 rupees AMD edition gaming PC from Bitkart came in this sort of box packaging. Massive packaging, guys. I mean, look at this thing. Very heavy duty packaging. Definitely done a good job by the Bitkart team. I mean, as I've told you, this is not the first time we've ordered a PC from their website. This is almost my 7th or 8th gaming PC. You'll find plenty of these unboxing videos from Bitkart on my channel. See, these days it's all about convenience, guys. Very rarely people are going outside to offline stores to, build PCs because of this summer heat also, right? It's like very difficult. Everybody wants their PCs or any sort of peripherals to be delivered at their place, sitting at their home, that too with like cash on delivery supports. You're getting all of these features on Bitkart website. First of all, you're getting like 3 years support on all their custom orders or gaming PC machines, anything at no extra cost. That too available at like across all over India, no matter from which state you are. Second thing is you're also getting like free shipping support. That too, as I've told you, on all the pin codes. Not only that, a couple of websites also take like convenience charges for your debit or credit card transactions, right? That also is not involved on their website. So that is also like a definite added plus point. And lastly, major thing a lot of audience ask me in the comment section is, does that website actually have like cash on delivery? As I've told you, yes, you're having cash on delivery up to 1.5 lakh rupees gaming PC, and they can also increase the COD delivery option depending on like special requests. You can definitely call them up, say that Vimal bro has told you about them, say my name, and they'll definitely increase the value of your COD order. Now let's have a closer look at the interiors of our custom gaming PC and talk about the finesse and quality of this service. Not bad, guys. I mean, look at this. Very neat looking PC, right? They even used cable ties to bunch up all the cables together and give it a neat and professional look. A good job done by the Bitkart team. Now let's power it on and check out the PC. As I've told you guys, this is like a pre-configured PC, and they've also installed like Windows trial, also Windows 11 trial on board on the SSD. So all you need to do is activate Windows, install your PC drivers, load some games, and that's it. Get started with your gaming. Just sit back, relax, and hope you enjoy these beautiful RGB shots.
To be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss.
I know you people are like pretty excited to directly jump to the benchmarks and check out the performance of this brand new 8000 series APU, right? Well, not just you, I am also pretty curious about the same thing. But before we do that, make sure to go into the BIOS and change the integrated VRAM memory, guys, because these are AMD Ryzen APUs, right? By default, you only get like 512 MB of VRAM allocated for the integrated graphics. Make sure to go into the BIOS and change it from 512 to minimum 2 GB. In my case, I've set it to 4 GB because we had almost like 16 gigs of RAM, right? And outcome was also pretty stable, guys, no issues. In fact, I was getting like much better results playing AAA title games at 1080p resolution. So make sure to do this first change before diving into the gameplays. So we will be playing a couple of AAA title games like GTA 5 and also Cyberpunk as well at 720 and 1080p resolutions, and let's see how it goes. First of all, guys, one thing I do have to mention is, unlike the previous gen APUs, on the newer 8000 series APUs, now AMD has given support for even HyperRX and FMF technology. FMF stands for like fluid motion frames. So these are basically like upscaling and AI frame generation technology, guys. Same thing found on Nvidia, right? DLSS and frame generation. Alright, the first game we'll be testing today is GTA 5, and right now we're playing the game at 1080p resolution, normal graphics, and here you go, these are the results. So on an average, we were getting around like 55 to 60 FPS. So this is like the raw rasterization performance, guys. We're not using any sort of AMD technologies like HyperRX or FMF or even overclocking the integrated GPU, and these are the results you can expect over here. Not bad, decent improvement I'd say, but I was actually expecting a lot more over here. I thought maybe on 1080p we will be getting around like 70-75 plus FPS, guys, because that was the hype AMD was given. But I believe they are talking along with their AMD technologies turned on. Yes, if you actually enable FMF and HyperRX, you'll actually get like much improved frame rate results, but I was not using it mostly because, you know, image was getting slightly blurry and I wanted to show the raw rasterization performance. But yes, if you want more frame rate, you can definitely toggle AMD technologies from their Radeon Adrenaline software. Switching the graphics from normal to high preset, and these are the results. So on an average, roughly now the frame rate was around like 40 to 45 FPS. Quite playable, I would say, guys. GTA 5 at 1080p without any dedicated GPU, you will be able to play with these sort of settings. I would advise you to play the game at around normal graphics and you can aramse finish the whole game with a consistent 55 to 60 FPS. Very decent performance. Moving over to a second game, which is Control. This also we are playing at 1080p resolution but at lowest graphics settings, and on an average, as you can see, we were getting almost around like 45 to 50 FPS. Not bad. Control is like a really graphic intensive demanding game, I would say, and you being able to play this game with these sort of FPS without any dedicated GPU, AMD has definitely done some decent improvements over their previous gen APUs. I've also tried playing Cyberpunk 2077 on this gaming PC, and mind you, last time when I checked it on the 5600G, right, it was very difficultly running over there and we were not getting playable FPS only. Let's see how things turn out on the newer 8600G. As you can see, we are right now playing this game at 720p resolution at low graphics preset, and there you go, on an average we were getting around like 40 to 45 FPS. Very much playable, I would say. And biggest mystery is there is no dedicated graphic card at all in this system. Good gaming performance, I'd say, considering for an APU. Switching the resolution from 720p to 1080p, right, we were only getting around like 25 FPS on an average. Enabling HyperRX and FMF definitely helped improve the FPS results, but the optimization differed from game to game and it was not consistent, I felt, guys, and was slightly facing image blurriness as well. That is the reason I wasn't using much in my games. See, as I've told you, this configuration is a future upgradable PC using the newest gen 2024 hardware. Right now you can play most of the games at either 720p or 1080p low graphics preset, and in future when you save up a bit of money and buy like a brand new GPU and add it to this existing setup, right, you can get a huge gaming improvement. See, if you don't want like a future proof build, you can actually go for an existing older gen CPU plus GPU combo for the same price. I've already made a 50k PC build using Intel's i5 and Radeon 6600 for the same 50k price bracket only. You'll get much better results, that way at 1080p high and very high graphics. But as I've told you, it is not future proof. You'll be stuck with an older gen motherboard, old DDR4 RAM, and also the platform. That is why I am leaving this choice selection totally up to you guys. On top of that, not to miss out that the newer Ryzen 8000 series APU also have an integrated NPU as well, which they are calling it as Ryzen AI, and using it you can do a lot of AI related workloads and applications. But to be honest guys, this is just the beginning of AI, right? As of now in 2024 there are not much use cases, I would say, and that whole NPU is being used to focus solely on power efficiency only rather than AI compute power. And to be frank, what will you do by saving power on a PC? I feel that these AI NPUs would be much better and suitable for laptops where battery life is important. So that's it. This is what I wanted to show you all people in this video. Ryzen 8600G's performance and also gameplay benchmarks. Let me know if you people want to see like a GPU upgrade video where I can add like a powerful GPU to this existing setup and show you how much improvement we'll get. Finally, coming to the price list, I know you people were waiting for this, right? Here you go. You can check out a complete detailed view on Bitkart's website itself. If you compromise a bit on the RGB lighting and the looks, right, you can actually build the same configuration around 52,000 rupees. But if you want to do the build exactly like how I showed in the video, right, then it will cost you around like 58,000 rupees. Links for all of them will be available in the description box below. You can check it out there. So that's it. I hope you all enjoyed watching the video and got lots of information. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more such awesome videos. And I'll see you all in my next one.